Hello, welcome to the Quakes Motel. My name's Conan. In today's video, we are going to be looking at another classic sound following on from the lately bass video I made. It's probably the most classic sound, certainly in house music. And if you go back to the 90s, you would find it in pop, R&B, hip hop, New Jack Swing, ballads, country and western. Maybe not in country and western. But when you hear it, you'll know it. It's the most classic piano sound ever. Of course, it's the Korg M1 Piano. This is sampled from my own Korg M1 quite a few years ago. It's multiple layers, multiple velocities, so it's sampled quite deep. So it's quite a large program. But I've sorted it out in a key group so that you can use it in the MPC. It's going to be free. If you check the description below, download it, use it, share it, do whatever you want to do with it. Please enjoy it. Let's jump in. Okay, so I've got my M1 piano in the MPC. Now, the way that I sampled it at the time was with the sustain pedal down, so it's the whole note. The reason why I did that is because if I sample the whole note and then we can reduce the length of the note, we've got options to have either or either. So when you first open up the program, you'll have long notes like that. So it's pretty simple. If you go into program edit, and it's just going to the global page first. So you've gone into program edit, you'll be on the global page. If you go into envelopes, you can change on the AHD. You can just bring the sustain down and take the decay between 80 and 90 is probably fine. Let's go to something like 87. Bit less. There we go. Excuse my wrist, by the way. I fell off my bike. Brilliant. Okay, so we can work with that better. Otherwise, it's just really, really long piano notes. Long piano notes are good, obviously, but for kind of house and that kind of thing, you want it a bit shorter. So as I said, jump into program edit and you can change the length of the note. So let's write a quick drum beat. Well, that's a nice chunky kick. Let's write a quick drum beat. 124, 2 bars is fine. Let's just make sure the metronome is on. Just going to set the swing to 63. Right, don't really want the metronome on anymore, so let's take that out. Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of write a top line for the hi-hats. I've shown it in videos before, so I'm just adding some kind of just filling it out a little bit, beefing it out a little bit, so it's just not just a 4 on the floor hat, 4 on the floor with normal hats, normal claps, etc. hope it doesn't annoy you when I tap. It's just how I've always done it on my MPC. There's always been an area on my MPC that I tap whilst I'm writing. My old MPC 2000 had this area which was worn away from me tapping whilst I was drumming. It's just how I kind of keep time. You know, everyone has their own different way of keeping time, don't they, I guess. I want a snare drum, really. That's a nice 1992-93 Roger Sanchez-y style Strictly Rhythm snare drum, if I ever heard one. I might have actually sampled that off one of Roger's records, actually. It's very reminiscent of the Jamiroquai house mixes, Cosmic Girl, stuff like that. Although that was a bit later. That was late 90s, I think, if I remember rightly. See, 63 as a swing is pretty decent for this kind of house. You can leave it on 63 and pretty much write in everything and not really have to adjust very much. At least for me anyway, 61, 63, 57's quite nice as well if you want it a little bit more driving and a little tighter. But for the kind of, this kind of house where it's a little bit loose, you want some swing, you want a bit of head nodding, 61, 63 is probably the one I use the most. Not just on this actually as well, would be on an SP1200 and on my 3000, my 2000, my S2400, I tend to use 63%. Everybody has their own percentage that they like. I like 63. Okay, let's say that's our beat done pretty much. I mean, fairly simple, straightforward house beat. It's got enough going on. So now the magic. Let's jump back to the piano. So if we go into the notes, you can I double hit that, by the way, rather than hit shift. You can do either or either. Here we can. I mean, tell me, if you've never heard that sound before, you literally have been living underneath a rock. Or maybe you only listen to country and western. Who knows? So let's jump on. Let's go for minor. I mean, it's just the easiest way to write old school house, basically. Get an M1 piano and just put chords on the MPC. You get the picture. Let's just do something like that, why not? So there you go, you get the picture. It's not going to win any awards for the greatest house record in the world, but it's one of the things that I love about the MPC, certainly for sketching things really, really quickly. I mean, you know, you can take a sound, take a drum kit, quickly write a beat, and you can get yourself in a good place quite quickly. If you're working with other people as well, you know, where you're bouncing off each other, maybe you've got a vocalist in with you as well, and you can just quickly write chords really, really easy with the, I mean, that notes function is brilliant. You really should look into it. Look at what you got: pentatonic minors, harmonic minors, major. You know, it's endless. You can make up your own chords as well in the custom. There's progressions in there. I mean, should really do a video about this, to be honest. But it's a really, really quick way to write, you know, and I love it. It's one of the things I love about the MPC. So there you go. I mean, like I said, it's not going to win any awards, but quick house record with the M1 Piano. So there you have it, the Korg M1 Piano. I told you you'd know the sound. Absolute classic sound, especially in house music, but you know, you can use it in anything. Please download the key group, use it in your MPC, share it. I'd rather you didn't sell it, but if you can sleep at night, then, you know, sell it if you want. But just use it and enjoy it. So thanks for watching. This is the Crates Motel. My name's Conan. Till next time.